Okay, what you are looking at is the flight from my Mavic Mini. Welcome to Life under Reese. This is an overview of the house. You can see the mega block and the bus in the background. I'm flying around to get used to how it operates. That is Pinion Road right there. My property line either goes out to that pole on the right or to the edge of his driveway, somewhere between those 2 points. And you can see the fence on the left where the bus is. That's my property line there. You can see I got the pad and the mega block lined up. There's me standing behind the car. Now we're going to look out toward my neighbors. There's Pinion Loop, and in the distance you can see Park Road. These are all pinon trees. They actually grow nuts. And apparently I'm going to have to watch out for people taking my nuts come spring. Mwah. I would love to have a building like that. Look at that. That's a lot of space right there. These are big properties. These are 5-acre lots. And this right here, I didn't realize just how much stuff he has. Holy crap. I bought a little tiny trailer from him. But yeah, dude, you got a lot of stuff there. We're coming back up Pinion Road. You can see me in the distance there. I'm at a little orange spot. You can see the side of my house and the mega block and the bus. This little Mavic Mini is very impressive. I mean, I'm tilting it probably 25-30 degrees, and that gimbal is just holding solid. Now we're looking straight down at my front yard. You can see my minivan and pickup truck, my big trailer sitting there, my 2 little trailers, my electric car in the driveway. You can see the little bit I got concreted in the front. I figure I need another $4,000 to concrete the rest of the driveway. You know, it's a little beyond my means right now. Here's the entire property. You can see it all. You can clearly see my property edge at the road, the fence line on the bottom of your screen, and the fence line on the right of your screen. There is no fence between me and my neighbor to the right or the top of your screen, but my property line is going to be right about where that electric pole is. And now we're looking off in the distance. All the way down there you can see Moriarty. And you can see how empty it is here in the middle there. And that right there is the Church Street shopping center kind of thing. And there you see the mountains in the background. There's the Walmart shopping center with the Denny's. There's Edgewood Town Center and I-40 going toward Albuquerque. There's the Route 66 RV park. There's Interstate 40 you can see right there. And the smaller road in the distance is Route 66. There's Front Road. And now we're looking back down at Moriarty again. I wonder what that excavation is on the right there. A quarry of some sort? And we were looking at my property again. That tree in the front of the house, I'm not sure. I might get rid of that. Just because I think the septic tank is somewhere near there. And I don't want to risk the roots of that tree going into the septic tank. So I might get rid of that tree. I'll have to do some research on pinon trees and see how dangerous they are as far as roots. All that stuff in the back of the pickup truck there is the old skirting from the house. And all that debris is debris that was here when I got here. I'm cleaning it up little by little. You can see the mini split there, and you can see the swamp cooler on the roof. We'll get a close-up of that later. I gotta fix this fence too. Looks like we're pretty close to the ground, but it's actually pretty high up still. I figure we're about, 3 meters off the ground. Maybe a little less, 2.5 meters. There's me waving. I got the video goggles going, so you'll be able to see that video as well. There's the big trailer that came out behind the pickup truck. I gotta unload that stuff into the... there's a bird. That's cool. might have to go critter hunting with this drone. Now we're going to do a fly around of the whole house at just above head level. So here is my third access point to the property, and this is how you get to the back. That wire is my internet wire. They still haven't fixed that. And here we have my sister's room, which you should see in just a moment. There's my group bus. There's my sister's bedroom window. And my solar light sticking up. That trailer right there, I'm going to make that my trash trailer. I'm going to put a 1 cubic yard container on it because that's how much I can get rid of for $5. Doing a little yaw pivot there. And here's the other side of the school bus and the mega block. They lined them up really nice. Here's the back side. I think I'm going to paint this backside black to encourage heat transfer, and then dangle a white tarp in front of it in the wintertime, something like that, so I can have heat reflection in the summer but heat absorption in the winter. I'm still working on that. Here's the concrete pad in the back. There's my little fixie Trek bike that I got, my natural gas grill. In the front you saw the propane grill. The steps that I put on the house. You see the skirting looks really nice. And here's a swamp cooler. I got to get rid of this thing. I got to find somebody who can correctly remove it and leave my roof watertight when they're done. But basically it works like it's a swamp cooler. It's an evaporative air conditioner. So water goes through that little foam ring that you see around it, and as it draws air through it, the evaporation of the moisture is cooling the air, and then that air is drawn into the house. I'm not going to use that. Refrigerated air conditioning is very cheap up here because of the very, very dry air, so it costs very little to air condition houses up here, so I'm not going to bother with that. I'm inspecting the inside of that thing so I can see what's inside of it, and I'm also looking at the roof. I see a couple of missing tiles, but the roof is overall in pretty darn good shape. I still need to take down that dish antenna. I don't need it. That right there is the only deciduous tree that I have. I think that's the word for it. Trees that change color in the winter and lose their leaves. I got to make sure the roots aren't a threat to the house, and I'll go from there. I think these vents are part of the evaporative cooling system. If they are, I'm hoping I can get rid of them. The less penetrations in the roof, the better. I might even look into changing all of my exhaust vents to side vents. Since the bathrooms are on the two ends of the house, I can put them out the side. This way I don't have to penetrate the roof for them. If I could have one solid roof, I would prefer that. You can see the ground is pretty level. Here's my 3 containers. I'm hoping to put rain capture and solar panels on the top of this. That's 1,000 square feet right there to capture water and to capture rain. This part right here will be covered with the sunshade. And here's my backyard. And there's my neighbor's house. His wires are above ground, but my wires are underground. I'm glad they're underground. I prefer underground, but that big cap there, I thought that was my septic tank cap. It's not. It's just blown over from... Actually, we believe that's the cap for the... Oops.